Let's talk about what happens to information once it is passed through the filters for a greater understanding for life coaches. So far, the data from the external event, the sights, sounds, feelings, tastes, and smells, has filtered down to manageable size. This data then gets stored in our mind as an internal representation of that external event. How that internal representation, or IR, compares with the external event will depend on what the filters deleted and how the filters distorted the data, and whether any existing or freshly made generalisations were applied. It's worth noticing that at this stage the generalisations can get revised as we make new learnings, and these revisions can cause us to re-evaluate internal representations we've made about past external events. For example, we see things in a new light and have a different appreciation or change our opinions of something that has happened to us in the past. So we have an internal representation, or thought if you prefer a user-friendly term, of an external event. That internal representation and our evaluation of it is intimately linked to our emotional state. For example, how we feel. Our physiology, for example, body position, skin colour and temperature, muscle tone, etc. And to our behaviour, our actions. For example, queuing for the latest big thrill, super duper gut-wrenching roller coaster ride at our favourite theme park, we see the train flash past, hear the riders screaming, feel the vibrations resonate through the structure under the G-force. We may feel excited, feel the effects of adrenaline on our body, and whoop with excitement as we push to the front of the queue. On the other hand, we may feel sick with dread, attempt to make ourselves as small as possible, and then run in the opposite direction as fast as our now wobbly legs can carry us. Hearing a pitiful meow, we look up to see a tiny kitten, successful in its first adventure into a tree climbing problem. The problem is that it hasn't worked out how to get down yet, and it cries suggests that it's none too pleased about it. We may feel sympathy for this tiny creature, adopt the persona of our favourite superhero and rescue this brave furball from its predicament. On the other hand, we may feel disdain for its obvious stupidity, snarl in its general direction, and decide that it should have thought about how it was going to get down from the tree before embarking on its ascent, and that it has to learn sometime. Now that we've considered two possible external events and seen how subjectively we could experience different emotional states, experience very different changes in our physiology, and exhibit very different behaviours, we understand the beginning endpoints of the NLP communication model. The bits in the middle that influence which set or combination of state and physiology we'll experience and which behaviours that might produce are now filters. So now it's useful to understand more about how they will work, and we'll begin to look into that further on.